Hey everyone, I'm going to demonstrate how to delineate a watershed or a catchment area. Basically, a watershed is just the geographical boundary that shows how rivers are drained into a single point, or just the land area that drains surface water into a single point or location. So it can be, into the sea somewhere here. It can also be a lake. It can also be a river or any point of high or low areas that shows how rivers are flowed into or from one inlet to an outlet. Normally, you will do this with a DEM data. A DEM is just a data elevation model that shows places of high or low areas. And of course, if you're able to determine the height of a place, it's also very easy to know where there could be rivers based on the lower points. And then on this basis, you can also identify the flow direction. And then with this, you can, for example, say within all this area, they can form as a particular watershed or a catchment area. Normally, delineating watershed or catchment area is quite useful. For example, water resource management, even flood management, trying to know the habitats within a certain catchment, and also it's even good for what we call the financing or investment. So I have downloaded a DEM data for the entire Mexico. To be honest, if we are going to do for this entire region, my laptop is going to crash. So what I'm going to do is that I have this script that basically takes this data set with the SRTM, 30-meter resolution, and then also use geographical boundaries stored in this asset, and then I'm just filtering in North America to just look at what countries I can download within this data set. I will share the link. I've not made this an app yet, but I will make it and then share the link in the description. So if you download, you can just import it in the QGIS, and then maybe it's a good idea to just clip an area of interest so that we will be able to run this without any computational error. So I will create a new shapefile, or let me even do it as a geo package. So I'll just make it a polygon, and then I'll save it here. I have to just look for those. Yeah, this. And then I'll just say area, and then the table name will also be area, and then I'll just this. And then I think I need to just edit this like this, pick this, and then maybe zoom into this direction. Just a very small area. Okay. So I will just save this, and then I will use this to clip it. So I'll say clip raster by extent. Clip extent to also be the area. Yeah, I will just leave this to 0, and then let's save this as the plot. So I'll save it here. Okay, so now I have clipped it to just a very small area. I think that's will help. And the next thing to do is to install this plugin, processing SAGA Next Gen provided. It has quite a lot of useful processing toolbox which you can use for any form of hydrological analysis or some others as well. So if you install it, then it is going to appear here. What you can do is to look through this, and then you can perform different kinds of analysis here, but I'm more interested in this one. So we will use a DEM clip. We will leave this one as it is. We can also just save this or DEM filter. So we will leave this one like that. Then we are going to turn this one up. Okay. So normally you apply the fill just to fill in any part of your raster or any cells of the rasters that do not have pixel value. So once it's finished, we just continue to extract the streams. That one too, I think we can use, let's see, channel network and drainage basins. So here we are going to use the DEM field as input, and then you can set the threshold to 5. I think the higher you set the threshold and the less streams you get, and the lesser you get, then the more you get. I think I'm going to make it 4 or maybe 6. Let's stick with 6. Okay, so then I'm going to leave this like this. I'm going to turn this off. I'm also going to turn this off, and then leave this one. So this will be our streams. And then this will be our Strahler. So let's see. Yeah, I think now everything's okay. So we should have our streams. Yeah. We have our streams here. And then with this, we have to also identify the outlet. Okay, I think the streams didn't appear very well, so let's try it again. Let's make it 4. We use the DEM field. We will need the sub-basins here. Let's just close this. And then let's save this again. And also need this so we can close it. Yes. And then we can also save something in the channels. And I'll just turn this one off. Also streams. Yeah, so now we made it 4 just to try and see if we will get some reasonable results. Okay, this looks a bit decent. So now we can see indeed, with even 4 threshold, we had relatively fewer streams. But with this, let's see if we can identify some outlets. It's very difficult to see here, but let's try with this place and then see if we can get a decent watershed delineation. So to do that, we have what they call the upslope area. Here we have to use our DEM field, and then you can see that we copied the coordinates or the long lats of this area because we use that as some inputs. So I'll just paste this here, and then I'll just copy and paste it here. And then I'm going to change this to deterministic 8. You can also, most people alternate between this and this, so you can just check which one works better for you. So I think everything is okay. I think the elevation should be DEM filled. And then we will just leave the target area as option. And then we'll run. And let's save this as also upslope. Okay. So now this is going to help us on the basis of the outlet location we've mapped, just to help us delineate the catchment. Okay, let's see. So now we are getting all these results in different coordinates. Okay, so let's see. So what I'm going to do is to just convert this catchment into it's a raster file, so into a vector file. Oh yeah, polygonize. So we're going to use the upslope. We will leave this one as it is, and then we just call this the watershed. We can just style this a little bit, remove the DM field. You can just say no field. Let's see. And then I'll just change this to white and then increase the stroke weight a little bit. So now we can see within this rivers, we can see, for example, where they are most accumulated, or it's a defined watershed area. So what I'm going to do next is to just clip only the streams that fall within this catchment area. So we'll have our input layer will be our streams, and then overlay layer will be the watershed. And then let's call this watershed stream, which is also what they call the catchment area. Okay, so I'll just take this off, and then let's see. I need to tweak this a little bit. Yes. So now everything makes a little bit sense. You can just see that this is more or less going through the same direction of our base map. So yeah, like I said, this is mostly used for management purposes. Sometimes also, if there is flood, for example, you can see which of these catchments needs some management responses. Also, in some regions, most of the water resource management are being coordinated by different river authorities, and then most of these are defined by the watershed or the catchment area. So yeah, these are some of the things you can use watersheds for.